Christmas is a beautiful time of year, particularly on Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. And while we don't have snow or evergreen trees in California, the palm trees are wrapped in glittering white lights and dripping icicle lights. A giant beautifully decorated Christmas tree sits at the base of Rodeo Drive. The median strips along Rodeo Drive have life-size Christmas ornaments and fashion model statues dressed in high fashion gowns. The lights and decorations bring a feeling of joy and happiness, and they bring about the spirit of Christmas, which is one of wishing goodwill, prosperity, and happiness toward mankind. At least until 2020, that is. When we look closer, we notice all is not well this Christmas in the upscale shopping district. There's nobody here to see the decorations. In an area known for gridlock, there's no traffic. The outdoor dining areas at the restaurants are closed, the sidewalks are deserted, and the stores are empty. And while it looks like this footage was filmed in the wee hours of the morning after everybody had gone home, it was actually filmed at 6:30 p.m. at the peak of the Christmas shopping season. In 2020, goodwill toward men was shoved aside by an evil force determined to squash California businesses out of existence. 2020 has been particularly rough on retail businesses and restaurants since March. The 2 weeks slow the spread became months. When they were allowed to reopen, it was a great expense to comply with the heavy restrictions and to scale back operations. And each time they reopened, they were forced to shut down again a few weeks later. Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills went all out on the Christmas lights and decorations to make customers feel welcome after a long absence. But as soon as the beautiful holiday displays were put up for the world to see, a new lockdown was ordered. This last shutdown may be the fatal blow to the businesses that have hung on this far. The origins of this latest shutdown are in early November, when CV testing was drastically ramped up. Free testing centers popped up all over the city. Of course, this resulted in an increase in the number of positive test results, which were then called cases. On November 23rd, Dr. Barbara Ferrer, the Los Angeles County Public Health Director, ordered all restaurants to close except for takeout and delivery. The Beverly Hills City Council found there was no scientific information to suggest that the outdoor dining spread the virus any more so than any other type of business. They ruled that the sidewalk dining would remain open in Beverly Hills for the restaurants. That was short-lived. A few days later, California Governor Gavin Newsom ordered a statewide lockdown that effectively shut down most businesses that require person-to-person contact, and he ordered all non-essential Californians to stay home. Newsom sidestepped the court order stripping him of his emergency powers by passing down the lockdown mandate through his appointed Health and Human Services Secretary. All considered, the timing of this lockdown at the start of the peak retail shopping season is more than a little suspicious. Likewise, residents are questioning the motivation behind other orders in Gavin Newsom's California. An example is how convicted criminals are being released from prison, but honest business owners are being fined and arrested for trying to operate their businesses in a safe manner. Whether or not this story has a sad or a happy ending is up to us. We can allow what's been happening in 2020 to continue its course, or we can change it. We can support local business instead of the massive e-commerce and box stores that have been allowed to remain open. Most local businesses still have curbside order pickup available. If not, you can shop online through their websites. More important, we can demand answers and accountability. What really is the science that has been used to justify lockdowns? Truth is, there actually isn't any. In fact, Dr. Fauci said in the beginning of the outbreak, the quarantines of this nature have never worked in controlling the spread of a virus. Then he changed his mind. We can demand the censorship of voices that vary from the approved narrative ends now. It's not possible for us to make informed choices about our health or any other aspect of our lives when the only information we're allowed to receive comes from those with a major financial stake in the outcome. We can still seek more accurate information by exploring sources beyond the mainstream media and actually checking the sources the mainstream media uses. Finally, we can do everything possible to hold the people we elected to represent us and the people they've appointed accountable for their actions. The mandates they've passed down have destroyed our lives. Yet they never questioned the science that came down from only one source. They ignored the Great Barrington Declaration, in which over 10,000 doctors stated that the lockdowns are completely unwarranted and are causing irreparable damage. This is completely unacceptable. We can sign the petition to recall Gavin Newsom. Download it to sign at recallgavin2020.com. Removing Newsom from office will also serve as a wake-up call that reminds American politicians that they work for us. A lot of people are going to have a difficult time having a Merry Christmas while their businesses are folding or they're out of work and facing eviction. But we can change things so that we do have a Happy New Year. Let's all do our part to make that happen.